Alright, everyone. Next guest gameplay coming up. I'm going to be playing as Sarah's friend Viviana on Jeopardy for the Sega Game Gear. We'll put her name this way. Let her be this lady. Take it on Joe. There's one deal of double on this board in one of these 6 categories. Here they are. Banks and banking. Museums. China. Art. Starts with J. Faraway places. Starts with J for 100. The first Mrs. Bonaparte. Who is Josephine? No. Wasn't supposed to be spelled this way. It's actually supposed to be spelled this way. Starts with J for 200. A puzzle that people go to pieces over. What is Jigsaw? Starts with J for 300. Police say find crossing a street this way. What is jaywalking? Starts with J for 400. The only J in the Pledge of Allegiance. What is justice? Starts with J for 500. Field event in Olympian throws. What is javelin? Kaboom! China for 100. China's most influential philosopher, noted for wise sayings. Who was Confucius? China for 200. Chinese Communist Party was founded in this port city, China's most populous? What is Shanghai? China for 300. Noted for its spicy cuisine, it's China's most populous province. What is Chequan? China for 400. China for 400. In this war, General Joseph Stilwell became the first American ever to command a Chinese army. Excuse me. What is World War II? China for 500. Manchurian dynasty that ruled China until 1912. Who were the Manchus? Kaboom. Banks and banking for 100. Curly-tailed depository of many a child's first savings. What is a piggy bank? Banks and banking for 200. Initials of a special retirement plan, not Northern Ireland's political groups. What is the IRA? Banks and banking for 300. Vacation funds you must sign twice. What are traveler's checks? Oh, no. That's not how you spell it. There you go. Oh. I probably misspelled it. See if Joe can get this. Oh, I did misspell it. Where do we go, Joe? Banks and banking for how much? For 400. Once was enough for Patty Hearst, but John Dillinger did it a dozen times. What is bank robbery? There we go. Banks and banking for 500. What? Headquartered in Washington, D.C., it is a specialized agency of the United Nations. What is the World Bank? Banks and banking is finished now. How about we go with faraway places for 100? China borders it on the north and South Korea on the south. What is North Korea? Faraway places for 200. Mauritius, the Maldives, and Madagascar are in this ocean. What's the Indian Ocean? Faraway places for 300. Mountains crowd as close as 10 feet apart around this famous pass between Pakistan and Afghanistan. What is the Khyber Pass? Faraway places for 400. Two mountain regions, the Jura and the Alps, make up 65% of this country's area. What is Switzerland? Faraway places 500. Patagonia is a region in South America belonging primarily to this country. What is Argentina? All right. Art for 100. Pope Julius II ordered him to paint the Sistine Chapel? Who is Michelangelo? Art for 200. The name for the Virgin Mary in many paintings. What's the Madonna? Art for 300. This part of an egg is combined with pigment to make tempera paint. What's the yolk? Art for 400. Born on Crete Domenico Theotokopoulos was called this by the Spaniards. What is El Greco? Art for 500. Robin's sculptured tribute to eggheads. What's the thinker? No, Rodin's, excuse me. Rodin's sculptured tribute to eggheads. What is the thinker? Boom. Museums for 100. You can't hold a candle to her London Chamber of Horrors. Who is Madame Tussaud? Museums for 200. The city's Ridge Museum is known for having the first collection of Rembrandts. What is Amsterdam? Museums for 300. This Midwest city's science museum has a coal mine and a submarine. Where's Chicago? Museums for 400, please. Oh, daily double. I'm going to wager 2,500. Oh, sorry. The Uffizi Gallery houses this country's national library. What is Italy? Kaboom! So Viviana has the lead with 10,000. Now let's go on to the last clue, shall we? With paintings going back to only 1880, this museum was founded in New York City in 1929. Joe? Oh, he has no idea. Museum of Modern Art. So that means Joe finishes with minus 200. Viviana finishes with 10 grand. Joe's going first when we return for double... Wait. Now we're moving on to double Jeopardy. Yep, and Joe goes first. Where's he going to start with? Cats and dogs for how much? 200. This cat speaks for 9 lives. Who's Morris? Cats and dogs for 4. Before we go on, let's see what the other categories are for this round. Former occupations, sevens, science, lakes and rivers, wordplay. Cats and dogs for $400. Dog who went to Petticoat Junction to international stardom. From Petticoat Junction, excuse me. Who's Benji? Cats and dogs 600. Geppetto's Cat and Pinocchio. Who's Figaro? Cats and dogs for 800. The Heart's dog on Heart to Heart. Who's Freeway? Cats and dogs for 1,000. Mom and Dad to Disney's Dog Scamp. Who are Lady and the Tramp. Oops. I was meant to put a space. That's alright. I did it. That finishes this category. Now I shall go to sevens for 200. The Uncola. What is 7 up? Sevens for 400. Baseball's coffee break. What is the 7th inning stretch? Sevens for $600. On the title of a 1954 film, 7 bridges were found for 7 of these. What are brothers? Sevens for $800. Observing the Sabbath on Saturday, these Christians believe Christ will return in person. Christians believe Christ will return in person. I'm going to say Christians. Who are the Seventh-day Adventists. Sevens for $1,000. Actor who was behind the 7 faces of Dr. Lau. Who's Tony Randall? Yes. I'll try former occupations for $200. Former New York lawyer who stated his case on Monday Night Football for 13 years. Oh, I don't know who it is. Oh, I think I know who it was. It was Howard Cosell. I had this before. Okay. Former occupations, $400. The president who was once a Kansas City haberdasher. Who was Harry Truman? Former occupation, $600. Altar boy and seminarian who became an infamous Soviet dictator. Who was Fidel Castro? Who was it? Oh, it was Joseph Stalin. Oh, it's Joseph Stalin. Now is not the time for Fidel Castro. Former occupations for 800, please. Former Washington Senators pitching prospect, now longtime Caribbean director. Now's the time for it. Who is Fidel Castro? And let's do former occupations for 1,000. While observing God and man at Yale, this conservative spokesman taught Spanish there. Who's William Buckley? Boom. Wordplay for 200. Both left and wrong are correct opposites of this. What's right? Okay, wordplay for 400. Switching only 2 letters in conservation produces this word. What is conversation? Alright. Wordplay 600. Lime can turn into this river. What is the Nile? Oops. Here we go. Wordplay for $800. Hopefully we'll find the daily double. Acrostic that one might see here. What are atoms? No, what is atoms? Excuse me. Wordplay for 1,000. Three rhyming prefixes, all meaning half. What are semi, demi, hemi? Kaboom! Lakes and rivers for 200. The Aswan Dam prevents this river's annual flooding. Once again, what is the Nile? Lakes and rivers, 4. Colorful river that's the title of a John Wayne film. What's the Red River? Lakes and rivers, 600. Oh, daily double. I think I'm going to wager everything. River the Indians call the father of waters. What is the Mississippi? Oops. All right, I got it. Lakes and rivers, 800. Oh, the other daily double. I think I'm going to wager... I'll wager 8,000 on this. New York lakes said to resemble parts of a hand. What are the Finger Lakes? Lakes and rivers for 1,000, please. It's the largest lake remaining from prehistoric to Bonneville. What is the Great Salt Lake? Got it. One category left, and that's science. Let's go 200. Typical snowflakes have this many sides. What's 6? Science for 400. Common element whose refined forms include pig, cast, or rot. What is iron? Science 600. After length, width, and depth, the 4th dimension. What is time? Science 800. Type of organism that lives off another, contributing nothing. What's a parasite? Science for 1,000. Oh wait, last clue. If Viviana gets it right, she'll be the only player around for Final Jeopardy. Shattering sound that accompanies breaking the sound barrier. What's a sonic boom? Oops. Oops. There we go. So Viviana with 54,000. She's going to be the only player around for Final Jeopardy. Joe, you're out of here. Category for Final Jeopardy is Armed Services. I think I'm going to wager 6,000. Yep, I was right. Joe's not going to be around for Final Jeopardy. Here we go. Here's the clue. Established in 1790, it's America's oldest continuous seagoing force. What is the Coast Guard? Oops. There we go. Produces this word. So we dropped to 48,000. That's going into my guest gameplay's bank, and I'll see you for my next guest gameplay, guys.